Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day, and if not, I hope it gets turned around for you. Almost didn't record this video. This is more of kind of a selfish one for me, and I'll get to that in 1 second. But I thought, hey, while we're waiting for 2020 cards, I'll go ahead and record this, and maybe you find some interest in it. This 2019 Stadium Club cards, I've realized that probably my favorite release of the year. I think they look awesome. And so I decided I'm not a big set collector, but I'm going to try to collect the set of Stadium Club. And so I printed out this list, and I don't say it's hard to see, so the check marks are not the ones that I need. They are the ones that I have. So you can see that I have a really, really long way to go. There's 301 cards in the set. I probably have maybe like 50 of them. And so I went out and bought this retail box. And since I'm mostly looking just for all the base cards, I thought this would be a really good idea. I don't think this has anything in it. There's no odds or anything on the back. So I don't think they have any autographs or anything like that, but probably going to have all those cards, the parallels, the red parallels, possibly the black parallels and stuff like that. So I don't think it'll have any autos or anything like that. But for a guy that's trying to just collect some stuff, some base cards to get to the point where I can kind of collect this set, this was a pretty good deal for me. So I spent $40 on this, and it comes with 24 packs with 5 cards per pack. And so this gets me 120 cards for $40. So if you look at a blaster box, you get 7 packs plus 1 extra packs. Why they just don't put 8 packs on there, I don't know. I don't get it. But there's 5 cards in each of these, which means that there's a total of 40 cards. So if you do the math, if you follow along with me, if you're a big college scholar, for $40, we have 120 cards, or you can spend $40 on this and get 80 cards. So I'm going to go with this. I hope this is cool. I'm guessing it's just the cards. It's just all the base cards. But definitely want to open it up and see what we got. So we are 2.5 minutes into this video, and I've just been talking, and you guys want to see cards. I'm going to get to it. So let's do it. This box was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's hard to imagine that they have 24 packs in here. But they do. It looks like they're all crammed in there. There's not a lot of... they even have this nice little styrofoam thing at the bottom to make them stand up a little taller. But yeah, so 24 packs of these 5 cards per pack fit in there. And we got some ripping to do. I truly hope that I get a whole bunch that I don't have, because this is what I'm trying to do, and I hope I don't get a whole bunch of doubles of the ones that I have already. So let's open this up and we'll talk about it. Just turned off the radio. They were talking about Carlos Beltran getting fired as the Mets manager, or stepping down as the Mets manager. And so that whole cheating scandal has taken its toll. Yep, so there's the red parallel, Corey Kluber. Nice Darryl Strawberry. So looks like the Mets, talking about the Mets, Darryl Strawberry, and then Reese Hoskins. So now we have Alex Cora, Carlos Beltran, and then the Astros, a whole bunch of the GM, Ludow, and all gone. Hinch is gone. So, yes, it pays not to cheat, folks. I tell that to my kids all the time. Oh, that's a cool one. I like how they have the older players in here. Nice Trevor Bauer. So I guess each one of these little packs is going to have maybe a red parallel. Oh, and then there's the Beam team, Chris Sale. And a nice Eloy Jimenez. I do have that one, but always nice to get a second rookie. So I tell that to my kids all the time. I would rather lose 20 times in a row by not cheating than win 3 times in a row by cheating. It to me is probably the most annoying. I do not like cheaters. It's a really sweet one. Like, if you could tell, so I just finish this real quick. I can't stand cheaters, and I'm really glad that this is kind of being really come down on, and that they're kind of getting to the point where they have really, hopefully, maybe taken it out of the game. I get that stealing signs and stuff from second base is kind of a thing, which I'm not even 100% sure about either, but at least, you know, all this electronical stuff. And I really hope that it kind of sets it down because it's such a black eye for baseball. So yeah, like I said, I love these cards. That's why I decided that these are going to be the set that I build. They are absolutely amazing and awesome. Nice Mookie Betts warped speed. Mookie Betts looks like he signed that big, huge contract. What's that to say? Top state. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that on any of the other warp speed I had. He signed a record-breaking arbitration deal for like, what, $27 million. Probably heard about it already, but it's insane. So he at least stayed with them. But I think the bad news for the Red Sox is since he just did that 1 year and they just didn't get to come to a full or a contract extension or whatever, I think he will definitely test free agency, and maybe he stays with the Red Sox, but whoever gets him next is definitely going to have to pay for him. Nice. Oh, that's a sweet Trevor Story. I mean, look at those pictures. Absolutely amazing. Nice Matt Harvey red. Matt Kemp showing it off at the red carpet show, showing off his suit. And then Roberto Alomar, one of the better second basemen in baseball. What else is happening? Josh Donaldson finally signed. He signed with, actually, it was a really surprise team with me. I didn't hear him connected to the Twins at all. So he signed with the Minnesota Twins and added some more home run power. That's cool, Chris Bryant. Nice Harrison Bader. Don't know what he's doing there. It's a weird pose, but yeah. So Josh Donaldson signs with the Minnesota Twins, adding a whole bunch of home run power there. They'll probably move Sano over to first or do some DH, but that's a huge pickup for the Twins for that NL Central or the AL Central. Sorry about that. And you know, we're getting closer and closer to that opening day, and some nice Clydesdales there. Really sweet card there. Sepia card, Johnny Bench. And, oh, cool, we got a Chrome. So, speaking of the cheating scandal, there's Jose Altuve. It really is a bummer. I think it kind of stains their legacy a little bit about, you know, he was on that team that cheated. So got a Chrome card. I do really like the Chrome ones in there. I wish they would have made a full Chrome release or Chrome set for those. They make Chrome of everything else. Eddie Matthews and Al Kaline of the Detroit Tigers make Chrome of almost everything else. So why not a Chrome Stadium Club pack? But yeah, so it is what it is. And, you know, there's a lot of talk about some trades, and the big one here for me in St. Louis is obviously the Arenado trade, which seems like it's going to be, you know, it seems like they're the only teams, and it's hard to look at these cards and then concentrate. These cards are amazing. There's a black Rod Carew, so the black side, his name is in black there, and you see that Eddie Murray's there in the silver, so that's a black parallel of him. Nice Eddie Murray there. So names have been transferred back and forth. It looks like they're the only two teams in talks. Looks like Arenado would probably maybe go bypass his no trade waiver. See if they could get some other pieces going back and forth. Seems like the big trade piece in it, which I don't really know. I think, you know, it's all hearsay basically at this point. You would hope that people are kind of hearing some stuff, but it's probably going to be, it's probably nowhere near what the actual deal is, if there's an actual deal being made. But it looks like Dakota Hudson is one of the main deals in there, because I think they want some major league pitching coming back along with some prospects. So as much as I love Arenado and as much as I would like to have him at third base, it would be absolutely awesome. I just don't really want to give up Dakota Hudson. One of my PCs, I'd hate to have him to go somewhere else, as I'm starting to collect his cards. And I think him and Jack Flaherty are a really good 1-2 punch. And it's really, really hard to find good pitching And so it'd be really kind of a bummer if he went elsewhere. There's Harrison Bader, warp speed. The dude is super fast. And then a nice Tuki Toussaint rookie card. So it's kind of, I'm torn. I think Arenado helps the team maybe more than Hudson and more than the young guys. But I would also like to see Dakota Hudson stay on this team. He had a really good year last year, and I think he's only going to improve it. Really cool Stan Musial card there. I think that's Bob Gibson there with him doing that. There's the back of the cards. I've been kind of flipping them over. If you haven't seen these, I think most of you have seen these 2019 cards, but they're just super beautiful. Nice red Josh James, and then a Rice Christian Yelich, which really a bummer that he got hurt last year. I like those blue unis, because he was on his way to another MVP season. But so I guess the good thing if the Cardinals don't go and get Arenado, I mean, they really haven't added to their power. I wasn't a big Ozuna fan. I'm kind of looking for them not to sign him back. Maybe if they signed him back for maybe a 1-year deal. But we got some other guys. We still got a logjam, even though we traded a couple guys, Martinez and Randy Rosarina. There we go. I need to think about it. There's a nice Babe Ruth. Even though we traded them, we still have kind of a logjam out there. We've got this young guy named Dylan Carlson that's coming. That's supposed to be really good. There's another guy that I can't remember his name right now. I think his last name is Williams, maybe. Nice Larinado rookie card. Corbin Burns rookie card. So in a way, I kind of want the Cardinals to hang on to the young guys and just kind of go with it and kind of see where we're at, and maybe the nice Lou Gehrig sepia card there, or whatever that's called. And then Chris Davis. Kind of want the Cardinals to kind of stand pat with the team they have. And, you never know. Maybe they can just kind of see where you're at the All-Star break or before the All-Star break, and then go make a deal for a bat or make a deal for another pitcher or whatever you need to do. Nice Cody Bellinger, your MVP last year, 2019. But, I'm torn on that. I really like youth, and I like, when you see what Acuna Jr. has done, and you see what Ryan Sandberg, you see what, Juan Soto has done at 20-something years old. I don't think youth is always a bad thing, and, man, it would be really nice to see maybe a couple of those Cardinals guys, young guys, come up and make a dent. So really looking forward to spring training, kind of see if they invite those guys, and then maybe if they break camp with them. A nice Danny Jansen, a red Matsui. Oh, I got 2 chrome. Sweet. So there's another chrome card of Charlie Blackmon. Sweet. I like those chrome. I think I have about 2 or 3 of them. And then Strasburg, who signed the big, huge deal to stay with the Nationals. It's just a thing now. It seems like, a lot of times it's the club's choice. But then a lot of times it's just players chasing money. But it's really nice to see a player stay with a team for his whole career. We rarely see it anymore. I just think it's just so cool where a player can just hang out with one team. And I know it's not always possible. What is that? It's the black Whit Merrifield. I know it's not always possible now in the day of salary caps and players' contracts and them wanting money and stuff, but it's really cool when I see that. It looks like Yadier Molina is probably going to be a Cardinal his whole career. So we will see after this year. He'll be a free agent if the Cardinals will bring him back for 1 more year or 2 more years or whatever. Just as long as he can keep up the production. Defensively, I think the dude is amazing. And, I hope he has kind of a good year. There's Altuve, Piscotty, and then Matt Carpenter. I truly hope that he can just kind of add in offensively what he kind of needs. And then we kind of get some stuff out of, like I said, some of the young guys. Maybe Carpenter, this guy right here, turns it around and starts cranking home runs again. And he just, but last 2 years, it doesn't seem like he's going to be. I hope he does. Maybe Dexter Fowler or, starts playing well again. Harrison Bader starts to hit. We got Tommy Edman that's going to have kind of our wild card guy. There's a nice Xavier Bogaerts. Derek Jeter. But yeah, we'll see. So welcome to Cardinals talk. I just follow the Cardinals quite well. I live here in St. Louis. And so try to watch MLB tonight quite a bit and follow stuff. But local radio, we mostly talk about the Cardinals, and that's, I listen to 101.1 ESPN here in St. Louis, and they talk a lot about the Cardinals, so hear a lot more about that. Nice Rafael Devers, which I don't believe I have. There's a nice Johnny Bench. I know I didn't have that one. My youngest son's got it because he's a big Catchers fan, and I knew I needed this one, and so glad to get it in the regular form, the base form. Nice Luis Castillo. Very, very cool. Got the Ronald Acuna Jr. that I needed to complete that set. And then Luis Ciravito. Looks like we got 6 more packs. The good part is these packs are pretty fast, pretty good to go through. This is definitely a good value for me. Looking for just a lot of those cards. This is for $40. I even saw them on eBay for like $60 or $70. And so it was really, I think this is quite the deal. Speaking of Ozuna, we'll see if he comes back one more year or if he'll move on to somewhere else. He is still a free agent. Nice Power Zone. And then Dallas Keuchel, who signed with the White Sox. White Sox seem to be making a real big push for trying to push that AL Central. So looks like the Twins and the White Sox, and then definitely I think the Indians will still kind of be there. They held on to Lindor. That's cool. Pedroia riding in the cart. DJ Stewart. Travis Shaw, red. Nice Bo Jackson. Very, very cool. And then a Bradley Jr. And I got 4 more here for you. What do you guys think about these 2019 cards? Or what was your favorite release of 2019? Like I said, this was mine. And I really like Gypsy Queen. What's funny is when I've been looking at all the 2020 cards, kind of like the mock-ups on Cardboard Connection. And what's funny is my favorite card of 2019 is, my favorite design is the Stadium Clubs. Really like Gypsy Queen. There's some other ones that I liked, but my favorite is 2019, and I think my least favorite was Heritage. And what I think is, I saw the 2019 of these. I'll pop one up. Let's pop it up over here, I guess. Saw the new design of the 2019 Stadium Club, and I don't really like how they have like the colors on them, and they're just not really my favorite. The pictures still look pretty cool, but the art, the Heritage, which was my least favorite in 2019, are now my favorite. Those black border ones, and I'll pop that up over there too, are absolutely amazing looking, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna definitely get a box of those. So it's funny, my least favorite went to my favorite, and my favorite went probably not to the bottom of the list, but definitely not my favorite. Don't love the design. They're not as classic and cool looking as these. But yeah, really looking forward to 2020 cards coming out. Spent a lot of time here with these 2019 cards. Now, I just started collecting again in 2019, so I had only started collecting halfway through the year, but been really looking at all these cards here for quite a while, and it seems like I'm kind of just ready. I'm kind of ready for some new cards. There's a Puig and 2 more packs. So thanks for sticking with me here. If you've enjoyed this, really appreciate you watching, everybody watching. This hobby has just been so much fun. I collected as a kid. There's Josh Johnson, as we talked about before. Nice Ozzy Albies, Bregman, Tanaka, and then Robin Yount. Like I was saying, I collected back when I was a kid, and But, sorry, I was trying to get my computer to do something. As a kid, and I had a lot of fun with it. And it was cool because, like, oh, this card was cool and it's worth a lot of money and stuff. But this second time around has been such a blast. I just love it. I love the looks of the cards now. I love the way that eBay has really truly helped. Nice Lindor Power Zone. Helped out with, like, collecting cards that you want and stuff like that. So, but absolutely awesome. Thanks for watching. Like I said, this is just kind of one just for me as we're kind of waiting for those 2020 cards to come out. So I'm going to try to get a hobby box of Series 1 on, I think they come out on February 5th, and I'm going to try to get a video out on February 5th of those cards. But appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope collecting in 2020 is awesome for you, and we'll see you later. Bye.